And it's an 8-2 ball game. Latrell Sprewell with the ball out to Sam Perkins. That's a deep 2-pointer. And we're fortunate that it doesn't drop in. We got Marion on the handle here. Over to McKee. We're going to throw the lob up. No, we're not. Instead, it's a bullet pass right into Sprewell's face. And we get the ball back from the turnover. If that question's for me, my favorite team is Golden State. I know a lot of people are on the bandwagon, but I've been a Warriors fan since I was 10 years old. And Chris Mullin, Tim Hardaway, and Mitch Richmond were on the team. It's been a lot of bad years being a Warriors fan. So now that there's a little bit of success, it's been pretty sweet. But yeah, Golden State's my team. That's who I have the uniforms for. I just happen to also be a Seahawks fan, so I have the Seahawks logo so I can kind of stand out a little bit from the rest of the players on here. Amir Johnson gets left open again. That was not a straight back pull on the shot stick, and we pay for it with a miss. It's 8-3. My opponent's looking for 2-pointers, it looks like. He gets a nice attempt from Perkins, and he converts, and the lead is down to just 3 points. McKee on the handle to Marion. Marion doesn't catch that very cleanly. He's going to work it out to Johnson. We've been shooting it a lot. My opponent just wants to hang out inside with his big. Not a bad strategy. We'll keep trying to hit it from outside. Marion, that's a little too deep. And it predictably rattles out. Good to have another Warriors fan in the chat. I was really happy they pulled out that game last night because that would have been the end of the no back-to-back losses. It sure looked like Charlotte was going to get us there for a while. And we get the shot clock violation on Grizzlies here. We kick it out to Amir Johnson. Perkins closes out the defense. It looks like he's just usuring with Perkins. We're not able to hit from deep. Johnson doesn't have a great outside shot, but enough of one that hopefully we can close out this victory. My opponent throws it out of bounds for a second time. And we're on the handle. McKee to Johnson. We'll try to set up a little pick and roll game here with Marion. That's not working. Johnson doesn't quite have enough speed to get the dunk. And Manu Ginobili with the steal. My opponent's looking for twos. He gets another one. He's making a nice comeback here, and the lead is down to just a point. Yeah, Curry does seem to just really take over the game often in the third quarter. That's something that's not always been part of his game, but the last few years he's just gotten more and more deadly and able to just sort of dominate the game at times. And with Durant joining the club, there's another guy that can kind of just take it over and carry the team. Klay and Draymond are both great players, of course, but they're not that type of scorer where they just put the team on their back. Unless it's the finals. Yeah, that's right. And we have to live with that until hopefully we can get another victory. But I will take nothing for granted with the playoffs. There's a lot of good teams in the West this year. And it seems like there's more talent in the West as far as the teams are concerned. McKee gets an open look. Again, we're not able to convert, just a little quick on the release. He's got Perkins again. He's been knocking him down with him. We're fortunate to see that one rattle out. I'd like to get some shots inside, but he's just slacking off me a lot with Perkins. Just sitting underneath the bucket. Here goes Marion. He sets up Johnson. Johnson has that quick little shot meter that fills up, and we're not able to score again. Perkins, fortunately, is cold for us right now. He's got his other player at Sprewell, and we're down a point. Yeah, Klay, he was just unconscious. I don't know if you got to see last year when Klay scored 37 in the quarter. without missing a shot. That was one of the most clutch zone performances I've ever seen in sports. And it was nice that it was happening for a Golden State player. And we got to let it fly with Johnson again because that's the only shot we're getting. We're not able to knock that down. Ginobili doesn't score on us. Johnson's gone cold now. See if I can't get it open for Marion somehow. Set up a little screen and roll. That's no good. To Johnson. I'm just going to try to post up here with a few seconds that are left. That's a very ugly shot and an ugly result. I get a ton of technical fouls on the pick board, if that's what you mean. I try not to curse, especially when I'm on the stream, but sometimes the Connect hears you say a profanity, and then you get a technical that way. And I have done that a couple times, if that's what you're asking about. But as far as the picks, yeah, I've got so many techs this year. Don't enjoy that addition to the game. He's got Ginobili in the corner. He's knocking it down. He's made a huge comeback, just parking underneath the bucket with Perkins, and I stopped making shots outside with Johnson. Going to need to string together a few stops to get back into this. Try to throw the lob there. It's too deep, and it bounces off the backboard. Spreewell is not able to convert. We're staying alive in this match, at least for now. Trying to get the ball over to Marion. He's open in the corner. Felt like that was a good shot, but it wasn't straight back, despite the meter being pretty full, so it's offline. And I try to get the steal from Perkins. Instead, I'm going to give up the layup. I can only surrender one more. Actually, I can't surrender any more points, or this is over. Johnson from deep, why not? Nothing else is going in for us here in the second half of this match. It's to Spree, Perkins for the win. And we're still floating around in this game. He's done a good job of just limiting it to Johnson as the only man that's getting open. Dribbling around, trying to get something going here. Not much good is coming out for me. And I just got to shoot this up for the shot clock. And Mono Ginobili packs it on Shawn Marion. He just needs any bucket. Manu with the runner. We get the rebound. Marion in the corner. That's green. It's good. And we're down by 3. Yeah, I get tons of injury cards. I don't play in my team at all so far this year. I have a 3-month-old son, so I just like these quick blacktop games. And all I use my cards for is just go quick sell them so I can buy packs. So, yeah, I do miss last year's board. And rewards, Perkins finishes off with the dunk. And we're about a minute behind the snipe board. With it being this late, I'll just go take a look for the heck of it to see if something good is still out there in the Ruby cards. But most likely it's too late to get anything. We'll try to snipe at 35 past the hour. We get 200 MT in the loss. We'll take a quick peek and see if there's anybody unique out here. Last night we got Corey Maggette and Gary Payton for 2,500 and 3,000 respectively. So far it looks like the usual cards that are cheap rubies. If there was anybody real good, I suspect they would have been picked over by now. There's Latrell Sprewell, but we've been seeing him in this price range as well. Certainly not an expert sniper by any means. Just started trying to do it last night after watching some videos. And there doesn't look like anything good out here this time. So we'll play a little bit more and we'll try it again in a few minutes. We got James Harden up now. He's going to get Ruby Isaiah Thomas. That's old school Isaiah from the Detroit Pistons. Rounding out the squad, we're going to get an Emerald. And it's the often talked about Manu Ginobili. Maybe he'll bring me some luck after defeating me in the last match. And here we go, looking for an opponent. We'll see if anybody's around, wants to play. And we find somebody to play against. They have a Clippers logo, Craig Hodges, Bradley Beal, and Sapphire Steph Curry. We have an edge in talent. Hopefully we'll have an edge in skill. Kind of fell apart on the last match and kicked away a couple of picks and took the loss. We're playing against Angelinos. Looks like he has the old school Warrior alternate orange uniforms from the Baron Davis, Steven Jackson days in the mid-2000s. Back when Thunder was our mascot before the Sonics moved to Oklahoma City and we no longer could have Thunder as a mascot anymore. We get a couple of misses from our opponent. Isaiah hits it over to Harden. It's green and it's good, and we're up by 3. Manu is our biggest player, so we'll defend with him to start out and make adjustments as needed as we go. Curry on the handle. We leave the shooter open, and we dodge a bullet from downtown. Saw Isaiah open in the corner for a minute. By the time the pass got to him, he was cutting, and it's a turnover. Curry scores on the other end. Been trying to find Pink Diamond Isaiah Thomas for a while. So far, no luck. Opponent brings the defense and forces the miss on me. He's got Craig Hodges from downtown. Hodges has kind of a weird release, and we're fortunate to miss, or that he misses, and we get possession of the ball. Thomas is open underneath. This time he's going to score with the left hand, and it's 4-1. Lots of small players on the floor. Should be kind of a faster match with lots of scoring. And just like that, Bradley Beal knocks it in and takes the lead down to just a single point. Harden on the handle. He goes by Curry. Hangs on the rim. He's trying to throw it deep to Curry on the inbound. He's terminated his dribble. There's really no easy defensive assignment here, so we'll just do our best against Bill as he knocks down the jumper. Isaiah with the ball. Turns the corner on Hodges. Out to Harden. That's good. And it's a 4-7 ball game. Opponent likes to throw it deep, so we'll try to front up here a little bit and see if we can't get a few steals on him. If he makes a mistake. He's aware of us trying and gets it into Curry, who gets it to Bill, and we get the miss. Harden to Isaiah Thomas results in a turnover, and we get a steal back on the other end. Harden was trying to go up for a dunk there. Got it slapped away.